Alright, boys and girls, today's lesson is lesson 3-10. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be talking about mixed problem solving. That means when you have number problems or word problems, they might not just be division, they might be multiplication, and you kind of have to figure out what they're talking about. So today we're going to be working off of our worksheets. Sorry. So I want you to turn to page 119. This is the 4th and 5th grade classes at Jackson Elementary School held a Just for Fun winter carnival. All the students in the school were invited. Discuss what operation you need to solve each problem, then solve it. Number 1 says 2 students from each 4th and 5th grade class were on the planning committee. If Jackson School has 14 4th and 5th grade classes in all, how many students planned the carnival? Okay, I know we've been working with division this whole unit, but is this question asking for division? Some of the main things to look at are, it says 2 students from each 4th and 5th grade class were on the planning committee. So that school has 14 4th and 5th grade classes in all, so basically what we're doing is that we're just taking 2 times 14 to equal 28 students. So we're doing multiplication, and we're trying to find the answer of 28 students. Alright, so number 2, it says to advertise the carnival, students decorated 4 hallway bulletin boards. They started with 2,025 pieces of colored paper. When they finished, they each had 9 pieces left. How many pieces of paper did they use? Well, this is where you have to start thinking of subtraction, because it says they started with 2,025 pieces and ended with just 9. So subtract the 9, and that'll give you how many pieces they use, because that's what you're trying to find out. So basically, this 4 is a part of the equation. You don't even need a part of the question. You don't even need to know. So if you take 2,025 and subtract 9, you get 2,016. So your answer will be 2,016 pieces. I probably shouldn't write in this color because you can't really see it, but 2,016 pieces. All right. So number 3. Number 3 says, the parents ordered pizzas to serve at the carnival. Each pizza was cut into 8 slices. How many pizzas had to be ordered so that 1,019 people could all have one slice? Well, what it's asking you to do is it's asking you to take the 1,019, divide it by 8. 8 going one time, 8, 51. You can get 8 times 6 is 48. 39. 8 times 4 is 32, with 7 left over, remainder of 7. So that tells you that you would have to, oh, wow, my answer is way off. 8 times 1 here. 1. Not 8 times 8, that'd be 64. It's way off. So hopefully some of you, as you saw me doing this, you're like, whoa, Mr. Winkler, that's not right. So 164, remainder of 7. So that's how many pizzas you'll need so everyone gets one piece. But if everyone wants one piece, that's 7 people not getting a piece if you only go 164. So here's a situation where you bump up the quotient. So 164 becomes 165. So we want division here of 1,019 divided by 8 equals 164 with a remainder of 7, so we need 165 pizzas. Okay, number 4. There were 825 students signed up to run in timed races. If exactly 6 students ran in each race, how many races were there? Okay, well, 825 students ran, or 825 students signed up. 6 students ran in each race. How many races were there? So if we looked at a fact triangle here, we would be putting the number 825 on top because that's all the students. 6 per race. How many races? So that tells you it's another division problem. You would do 825 divided by 6. And if I worked out 825 divided by 6, get 1, 22, I get 3, 18, 45, I get 7, 42, and the remainder of 3. So 137 with a remainder of 3. So it says, here's the problem where we look at what it's asking. It says that 825 students signed up, but each race had exactly 6. So in this case, our answer is 137. We don't round up because the last race would only have 3 people. So this case is just 137 races. All right. At the raffle booth, 364 fourth graders each bought 1 ticket to win a new school supply set. Only 8 fifth graders each bought a ticket. How many students bought a raffle ticket altogether? Well, it tells you that 364 fourth graders each bought 1 ticket, and then only 8 fifth graders. So basically just add it together. It gives you 372 students, or 372 fourth and fifth graders. That's an easy one. You're just adding. So I know we've been doing a lot of division, and then we just got done with multiplication. But don't ever forget about addition and subtraction because that's always right in front of us. We always will be using that. We'll be using it a lot in your life. Okay, number 6. Altogether, 1,263 students were enrolled in the 1st through 5th grades at Jackson School. On the day of the carnival, 9 students were absent. How many students could have participated in the carnival activities? Really easy. Take the total number, subtract the kids that are absent, and you get 1,254 students. So that's kind of what today's lesson is. We're going to keep working with division. We're always doing multiplication, addition, and subtraction. But the most important thing is to understand that when you look at a number problem or a story problem, just know that it may not only be talking about what we are learning during that unit. Okay? It may not be talking about just division. It may not be talking about just multiplication. You may get some addition, subtraction. They want to make you ready. Like these tests make you ready. We're not trying to trick you, but they want to make sure you understand that we're always going to be thinking about the stuff that we've learned before. We don't just learn it and never talk about it again. So if you can, turn to page 120, the next page, and it says to solve these problems about Pine Street School's Olympic Games. So what you're going to be doing here is you're going to be doing similar things, but there might be a couple multi-step. Okay, they're actually all going to be multi-step, okay? And this is one area where we need to get better. So I'll do number 1 with you, and I want you to do number 8 through 12. We're going to do that in small group with me. But try number 7, 8 with me. At the start of the games, 193 fourth graders signed up to play 3 events. 193 and 3. I'm just writing down the numbers that we see. 87 played in the first event. The rest of the students were equally divided between the second and third events. How many students played in the third event? Okay, so the first thing you need to do, and I need to get different color ink because I think this is green you can't really see. So the first thing I want to do is you need to take 193 and subtract the 87 students. When you do that, 193 minus 87 equals 106. Next step it tells you is that the rest of the students, which is 106, were evenly divided between the second and third. So evenly divided between the 2 races means 106 divided by 2. That equals 53 students. So that tells you that the first race, 87 students raced in it, and then the next two races, 53 each in both of those. So just understand that this is a multi-step problem. And when it talks about multi-step, you are going to be doing more than just one thing. And that's an area where we need to get better at in fourth grade, because I feel like we get to where we are awesome at the first step and then we skip the next. And really the answer here that we're trying to get to is 53 students. And if most of you just did 106 and stopped, you'd get it wrong. So we're going to continue this with me, but work on anything else you have that you have to catch up on right now.